Hey guys, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I thought I would do a little project share and a craft with me. This is a simple Valentine's Day craft that I was inspired by a heart at Hobby Lobby. These are sold at Hobby Lobby in the Valentine's section, and they're sold in packs of, I forget, I think it's like 6 or 8, and it comes in this pink color, or you can get a white set or a red set, and I don't remember how much they cost either. I know they weren't that much, but these are easy to make. So I want to show you what I made, and then we'll make one together. So these are just hearts that are covered in like chenille yarn, and I have a lot of yarn. You guys might have some too. Dollar Tree came out with chenille yarn a while ago, and I think they still have it in their yarn selection. So I had some already, so I used that. And then I also bought this pack of hearts. I showed these in one of my latest hauls. These are wood hearts, and they look like this. This is the bigger size. There's also a smaller size too. I used all of them, so I'll show you that. But they're only $1.99 for 12 pieces, so you get 6 and 6. And with the 40% off that Valentine's Day is currently, I mean, that's a really great price. So if you have that yarn in your stash and you have something like this, or even you can die cut hearts onto some thicker paper. If you have heart dies, you don't even have to go out and buy these if you have yarn already. So this heart here, just to give you an idea of how big it is, this one is about almost 4 inches across, and then top to bottom it's about 3 1/4. But the smaller ones that come in this pack are more like this size, just an FYI. But I did make some of each. So let me show you the ones that I made. And here is my little bowl that I put everything in. So let me just show you a comparison. This is one of the smaller hearts that I used, the wood hearts, and I used some Dollar Tree pink chenille yarn, and it looks, you know, pretty similar. I do like the color of the Hobby Lobby one better, but this is the pink that I had on hand. And you just kind of wind it all around until everything is covered, and then, you know, you're done. So I made some pink ones. And there are 2 pink ones I made. I made 2 yellow ones. I had some yellow in my stash. And then 2 aqua ones. And those were all that same small size. And then for the bigger size, this one, I made a few of those too. So those come out like this, and I'll show you the size comparison. So it's nice to have them both. You know, you can mix and match. But this is the pre-made one, and this is one that I made. So I have a yellow one. I also have an aqua one, and then a pink one. So I have 2 small of each color, and then large ones. And these are the bundles of chenille yarn from Dollar Tree, just to show you what they look like. And as you can see, I have a lot left, and these take a lot of yarn too, because you keep winding and winding and winding. These have 65 yards on them, so it's a great deal from Dollar Tree. So those are the 3 colors I have. This one is mint. This one is yellow, and this one I think is just called pink. Yeah, pink. Like I said, I've had these for a while. I don't know if they still have them or not, but they probably do. And then I wanted to show you, this one I'm not crazy about, but I wanted to try with a different kind of yarn, so I used the eyelet trim from Dollar Tree, and I think it just looks a little bit too crazy. So I don't really like it, but I wanted to show it to you anyway, in case you were wondering what it would look like. So those are the ones that I made, and yeah, let's put one together. So you're going to need these hearts, any kind of heart you want. These are the ones from Hobby Lobby. You're going to need some yarn, and let's see, why don't we let's make an aqua one. That's just so pretty, I think, and I have so many pink ones. So you're going to take your yarn, and then I would suggest getting some glue out. I'm using this Fabrifuge E6000 glue, but you can use Fabri-Tac or even white glue, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. So just keep that on hand. Just at the end you need that. You don't even need it at the beginning. So the way you do it is very simple. You just start by holding your yarn in place and then start wrapping around. And I like to, you know, make sure you get that initial piece wrapped. And you're just going to keep going around just like this. You can even change directions. and then just keep going. It's so easy. And then you're going to think, wait a second, this isn't coming together nicely. And then all of a sudden it does. And so, like I said, change directions. And if you find it like slips like that, then just, go back and start over that one. So let's go over here instead. And then you just keep going. And then I'm going to go this way. And the thing is, you just want to get all of the edges covered. A couple of them, maybe it was like the first one that I did, after I had finished, I realized I wanted to make it a little puffier. So I just added some more on. You don't even have to like unwind it or anything. There was one that I unwound because I didn't like the way it came out. And it was some white yarn that was not chenille. It was just like regular acrylic yarn. And I think it was just like too thick or bulky. I'll show it to you when we're done with this. And it kind of lost the heart shape to it. So I didn't like it, so I unwound it. And I think these would be good as gifts if you wanted to, gift somebody some yarn. See, that's loose a little bit there. We're just gonna go over it again. Or some ribbon trim, that would be kind of fun. But then again, it might not look that great with ribbon. I think the chenille yarn, it's just really, really soft and it's very pliable, and it holds the heart shape really nicely, I think. So as you can see, I've got some areas that are more open than others, so we're going to try and concentrate on those. So just, it's so forgiving, you guys. Just like the one that's from Hobby Lobby, the one that is pre-made already. It's just yarn that's going all over the place. See? That's all there is to it. So this is just an easy craft to make with things that you probably have on hand. And if you don't, it's really cheap to go ahead and get them. And I think this would be really fun to do with kids. Not my kids, they're young adults, so they probably wouldn't be interested. But like actual kids, children. All right, so as you can see, we have some blank areas. So we're gonna concentrate on those. And it's coming together really nicely. I have the Hobby Lobby ones, the pre-made ones. I have them in a display on my kitchen table. And it's just like a wooden tray that has just a bowl full of these. And then it has some wooden hearts on the, around it. And once I get my Valentine's decor video or pictures available, I will show that to you. But you could put these in a bowl like I have here. I think this one's a little big, but just some sort of a display bowl. It'd be pretty like in a powder room in a little dish, We're almost done. So we haven't used any glue yet. The only glue I use is at the end just to kind of like reinforce it after I tuck it into the heart. All right, so now let's take a break and look around the edges. And it looks like everything except for that part is covered up. So we'll go back over that. It's just a fun little craft, nothing complicated and just fun to do. All right, I think that looks good. So once you're done, you're gonna cut off your yarn. Okay, and then I just add some glue to the end of it. So I'm gonna take my Fabrifuse. Now this yarn kind of like comes apart a little bit when you add glue to it. So you might have to like, glue it multiple times if some of the end comes off. But that looks all right. You don't need to go crazy. Let me just wipe off my fingers. Okay, so there's the glue on there. And also I use like one of these embossing tools to kind of help poke it in. So I'm just gonna stretch it taut and then just poke it in wherever it lands, sorry. and just get it underneath the other layers. And then the glue that's on there will keep it in place. And that way it's cute on either side. So that's it. And we still have a lot of yarn left over. Once you get started making these, you could just go crazy. And then also I wanted to show you quick something else I did with one of these hearts. I wanted to see if I can emboss this with an embossing folder. So I used the Lily of the Valley 3D embossing folder that I recently got from scrapbook.com. Let me get that. Hold on one sec. Okay, so this is the embossing folder that I got from scrapbook.com. I had shown that in a video. This is background Lily of the Valley blooms, in case you're interested, but this is a really nice 3D embossing folder, which I think works well for wood veneers like this. So I had to use just like a slightly smaller sandwich of my cutting plates going through my die cutting machine, smaller than what I would usually use for an embossing folder. But it came out really good, as you can see. And I did add a little bit of pink ink afterwards. And I had this on my table, so I used this. This is Versamagic, a Dewdrop chalk ink in pixie dust. And I just put it on a buffing brush and just kind of buffed it around, just on the highlighted areas, so you could, see it a little bit better. I'm sure those of you who paint or color your embossed designs would do a better job than me, but I just wanted to show you kind of what it looked like. I know you can like put ink on your embossing folder before you run it through your machine, and then just the embossed areas come out inked. I don't know how that would work with the wood, but something to think about. So anyway, those are my little projects for today. Just wanted to share a quick little craft for you. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I thought I would show you guys a cute way to decorate, maybe send some in Happy Mail, and they're just nice and soft and they feel good. Oh, I wanted to show you that white yarn. Okay, unfortunately I don't have the label, but this is the kind that I think did not work as well because it's not as stretchy or as pliable, so it was just too bulky, I think. I would recommend this chenille yarn. All right, you guys, that's it for now. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will be back soon with more crafty videos. Take care, everyone. Bye.